Welcome to Module 4, an overview of how the full-spectrum work role can contribute to the space industry. In the fast-paced world of satellite communications, a full-spectrum professional's expertise is indispensable. Consider a scenario where a global communications provider relies on a constellation of satellites to deliver seamless internet and telecommunication services to millions of users worldwide. One day, the operations center detects an anomaly in one of the key satellites that supports communications across North America. The satellite appears to be malfunctioning, potentially due to a cyber attack. As a full-spectrum professional, your first task would be to lead the decomposition of the satellite's subsystems. By breaking down its components, you aim to identify exposures that could have allowed unauthorized access. Utilizing knowledge of threat mitigation processes, you work with the team to analyze logs and telemetry data, narrowing down the source of the anomaly. Once the exposure is identified, you implement engineering resilience measures to isolate the compromised subsystem and prevent further propagation of the threat. Meanwhile, you initiate the organization's breach detection and response management protocol, ensuring that communications are restored with minimal disruption. This scenario underscores the critical role of full-spectrum professionals in maintaining the integrity and reliability of satellite communications. Imagine a high-stakes situation where a government agency uses Earth observation satellites to monitor environmental changes and provide critical data for disaster response. An unexpected loss of data from one of these satellites threatens the accuracy of the agency's analysis, potentially endangering lives during an ongoing natural disaster. In this scenario, a full-spectrum professional is tasked with analyzing the satellite's operational exposure. Using advanced tools, you conduct a forensic analysis of the satellite systems, seeking signs of interference or hardware degradation. Your knowledge of engineering principles for resilience helps you design and implement a temporary workaround that restores data transmission. Simultaneously, you collaborate with other experts to simulate the scenario and identify long-term solutions. You propose a comprehensive threat management strategy to mitigate future risks, including enhanced monitoring and redundancy measures. This scenario demonstrates how full-spectrum professionals ensure the uninterrupted flow of vital data from Earth observation satellites. Drones play an increasingly important role in sectors such as logistics, agriculture, and disaster response, often relying on space systems for navigation and communication. In this scenario, a fleet of drones delivering medical supplies to remote areas experiences a sudden disruption in their navigation systems, causing delays and endangering lives. As a full-spectrum professional, you lead the investigation to determine whether the disruption was caused by a cyber attack or a natural anomaly affecting satellite signals. By leveraging your skills in breach detection and response management, you pinpoint the issue to a specific satellite, providing positioning data to the drones. You collaborate with engineering teams to implement resilience measures that restore the satellite's functionality. To prevent future disruptions, you design a collective defense strategy that integrates ground-based navigation backups with enhanced satellite security protocols. This scenario highlights the importance of full-spectrum professionals in ensuring the reliability of drone platforms supported by space systems. Direct-to-device satellite-based solutions are revolutionizing connectivity, enabling seamless internet access in remote and underserved areas. In this scenario, a major provider of satellite-based internet services faces a coordinated attack that disrupts connectivity for thousands of users across a rural region. The full-spectrum professional steps in to assess the situation. Using your expertise in space platform threat management, you quickly identify that the attack exploited a vulnerability in the ground station's communication protocols. You work with the provider's cybersecurity team to patch the vulnerability and restore service. Next, you implement a comprehensive resilience strategy, including regular security audits and advanced breach detection systems. You also lead a collective research initiative to study emerging threats to satellite-based solutions, ensuring the provider stays ahead of adversaries. This scenario showcases the proactive and reactive capabilities of full-spectrum professionals in safeguarding direct-to-device satellite services. In the agricultural sector, narrowband IT devices powered by satellite connectivity enable precision farming and real-time monitoring of crops. In this scenario, A sudden drop in data transmissions from a network of IT devices jeopardizes the operations of a large farming enterprise, risking significant financial losses. As a full-spectrum professional, you are called upon to identify the root cause of the disruption. By analyzing the satellite's telemetry and the IT network's data flow, you discover that a firmware update caused a compatibility issue with the satellite's communication protocols. You quickly develop a solution to roll back the update and restore functionality. To prevent similar issues in the future, you design a resilience engineering process that includes rigorous testing of updates and a more robust communication framework. You also work with the farming enterprise to establish threat management processes that safeguard their IoT network from potential cyber attacks. This scenario emphasizes the role of full-spectrum professionals in supporting innovative applications of satellite technology in agriculture. Now we will move to Module 5, an overview of the SCORE Incident Responder work role. In this module, you will learn the work role description, knowledge statements, skill statements, ability statements, and task statements.